Most people don't understand why they feel weak, because nothing is visibly wrong. Life is stable. Food is available. The phone is always in the hand. The bed is soft. The room is safe. And yet, inside, something feels hollow. Not sadness, not pain, just a quiet lack of strength. A feeling that the body is present, but the mind is soft. This weakness doesn't come from suffering. It comes from too much comfort without resistance. The human nervous system was not built to remain calm forever. It was built to move between pressure and recovery. But modern life removed pressure, without teaching the mind how to generate strength internally. So the system adapts. The mind begins to operate at the lowest required level. No urgency, no intensity, no inner fire, because nothing demands it. Comfort slowly trains the brain to expect ease. And when ease becomes normal, effort begins to feel abnormal. This is how weakness forms, not through failure, but through absence of challenge. When nothing is required, nothing is developed. The mind stops sharpening itself. Attention becomes fragile. Focus becomes short. Tolerance for discomfort disappears. Small problems begin to feel heavy. Minor pressure feels overwhelming. Not because the problems are big, but because the mind has lost friction. Friction is what creates strength. Without friction, even strong muscles soften. The same happens psychologically. When days are smooth, predictable, and indulgent, the nervous system enters permanent relaxation mode. First, it feels good. You rest more. You scroll more. You avoid stress. But slowly, relaxation turns into dullness. The edge disappears. You stop feeling dangerous in your own life. You become safe, but not powerful. This is why people say, "I don't feel motivated anymore." Motivation didn't disappear. The body just forgot what tension feels like. And tension is not bad. Controlled tension creates presence. Without it, the mind drifts. Comfort trains avoidance. Avoidance trains weakness. Weakness trains dependency. And dependency kills inner authority. Because when comfort becomes the source of peace, you lose the ability to create peace yourself. That's the hidden cost. You begin needing external conditions to feel okay. Silence becomes uncomfortable. Stillness feels boring. Effort feels irritating. The mind starts seeking stimulation instead of meaning. Dopamine replaces direction. Pleasure replaces purpose. And the body slowly forgets how to hold intensity. This is why comfortable people often feel anxious. Not because life is hard, but because their nervous system never gets released through effort. Energy that isn't used turns inward. It becomes restlessness, mental noise, overthinking. The body wants to move forward, but the mind keeps choosing ease. That internal conflict drains vitality. You feel tired without doing much, exhausted without effort, because stagnation is heavy. Movement creates energy. Comfort consumes it. And over time, a strange fear appears. Fear of difficulty. Not dramatic fear, subtle fear. The kind that says, "I'll do it later. I don't feel ready. I need more time." But readiness never comes. Because readiness is forged under pressure, not comfort. This is how people remain stuck in preparation mode, forever learning, forever planning, forever consuming content about strength, without becoming strong. Comfort convinces the mind that safety is success. But safety without growth becomes a cage, and the cage feels invisible, which makes it more dangerous. People start mistaking calmness for peace, but peace without power is fragile. The smallest disturbance shakes it. True peace is stable because it has strength underneath. Comfort removes that foundation. This is why men who have everything still feel weak, because nothing inside them has been tested, nothing has been carried, nothing has been endured, and without endurance, confidence cannot exist. Confidence is memory, memory of surviving difficulty. When there is no such memory, the mind feels unproven. And an unproven mind cannot feel powerful. So even success feels empty. Even pleasure feels temporary. Because deep down, something essential is missing. The feeling of self-earned solidity. This is the psychological cost of comfort. Not laziness, not softness, but disconnection from inner resistance. The mind becomes passive, reactive, externally guided, and when life finally applies pressure, even small pressure, panic appears because the system was never trained to hold weight. This is why comfort is dangerous when it lasts too long. It slowly dissolves internal strength, without pain, without warning, without noise, and by the time you notice it, weakness already feels normal. When comfort stays too long, it doesn't just weaken effort. It changes how the mind values life. Struggle creates contrast. Contrast creates meaning. When everything is easy, nothing feels important. The brain stops distinguishing between what matters and what doesn't. Days begin to blur. Morning feels the same as night. One week dissolves into the next. Time feels fast. Not because life is busy, but because nothing leaves a mark. This is one of the most dangerous psychological states. A life without friction leaves no memory. When nothing challenges you, nothing anchors you. So the mind drifts. People begin to chase stimulation, not direction. Not because they want pleasure, but because they want to feel something. This is why comfort often leads to addiction patterns. Scrolling, binge watching, constant background noise. Silence feels unbearable because silence reveals emptiness. Not emotional emptiness, existential emptiness. The absence of engagement with self. Comfort numbs responsibility. When life doesn't demand discipline, discipline feels optional. And what feels optional is rarely practiced. So structure collapses quietly. Sleep patterns drift. Eating loses rhythm. Days lose intention. The body still functions, but the internal order disappears. Order is not natural. Order is trained, and comfort untrains it. This is why people with easy lives often feel overwhelmed by small tasks. Not because tasks are hard, but because the mind lost its hierarchy. Everything feels equally heavy. The brain no longer knows what deserves energy, so it hesitates. Procrastination increases. Decision-making weakens, because choice requires clarity, and clarity comes from discipline. Without discipline, the mind becomes scattered. Comfort creates excess options. Too many choices weaken resolve. The brain prefers escape over execution. This creates the illusion of freedom. But freedom without structure becomes paralysis. You can do anything, so you do nothing fully. This is why modern weakness feels strange. It doesn't look like failure. It looks like comfort mixed with confusion. People aren't starving. They're directionless. And directionlessness drains power faster than hardship. Hardship forces focus. Comfort dissolves it. The mind stops asking, "What must I do?" and starts asking, "What do I feel like doing?" That shift is subtle but deadly, because feelings change hourly. A life guided by feeling has no spine, and without a spine, identity bends under the smallest pressure. Over time, people stop respecting themselves. Not consciously, quietly, they feel unreliable to themselves. Promises are delayed. Plans are softened. Standards are lowered. Not because they want less, but because demanding more feels uncomfortable. And comfort always wins in a weak system. This is the hidden trade. Comfort gives ease and takes authority. You no longer command yourself. You negotiate with yourself. Every action becomes a debate. Should I wake up now? Should I work today? Should I push a little more? Authority does not debate. Authority decides. But comfort erodes that voice until the inner commander goes silent. And when the inner commander is gone, chaos enters softly. Mood begins to control action. Energy dictates behavior. Environment shapes identity. You become reactive. And reaction is the opposite of power. This is why comfortable lives often feel emotionally unstable. Not dramatic instability, but subtle volatility. Small irritations feel big. Minor criticism feels heavy. Delays feel personal, because the nervous system lost resilience. Resilience is built only through controlled stress. Without it, tolerance collapses, and a low-tolerance mind interprets normal life as threat. That's why anxiety rises in comfort-heavy environments. The system never learns to discharge stress through action. So stress accumulates. Internally, silently, the body is calm, but the mind is tense. This contradiction creates fatigue. You feel tired even after resting, because rest without effort does not restore. Rest restores only after meaningful exertion. Comfort replaces exertion, so restoration never arrives. This is the final stage. A person who rests constantly, yet never feels rested. They sleep but don't recover. They relax but don't reset, because energy comes from purposeful strain. Without strain, energy leaks away, and slowly the person stops feeling alive. Not depressed, not hopeless, just flat. This flatness is the most dangerous state, because pain motivates change. Flatness removes urgency. People don't fix what doesn't hurt, so they remain comfortable and quietly powerless. There is nothing wrong with comfort itself. The danger begins when comfort becomes the default state of the mind, because the human system was never designed to live without resistance. When resistance disappears, the mind doesn't become peaceful. It becomes untrained. and an untrained mind cannot hold power. That is why weakness can exist even in safety. That is why emptiness can appear even in abundance. That is why people can have everything and still feel internally small, not broken, not damaged, just underdeveloped through ease. Comfort teaches the nervous system that nothing must be carried. So when life eventually asks for weight, focus collapses, confidence shakes, authority disappears, not because the person is incapable, but because they were never required to grow their internal strength. True power is not built through chaos, but it is also never built through constant ease. It is built in the space between, where effort exists, where discipline is chosen, where discomfort is accepted not as punishment but as training. Weakness does not mean something has gone wrong with you. It means something essential has been missing. Pressure, responsibility, self-demand, the quiet kind, the kind no one sees, the kind that doesn't come from the world, but from your relationship with yourself. Strength returns not when life becomes harder, but when you stop protecting yourself from effort, when you allow resistance back into your days, when you choose structure over impulse, when you accept tension without running from it, not to suffer, but to remember who you are when you carry weight. Because the mind does not respect comfort. It respects consistency under pressure. And the moment you begin demanding that from yourself again, slowly, calmly, without violence, something ancient wakes up inside you. A steadiness, a gravity, presence. You don't feel aggressive. You don't feel loud. You feel solid. And that solidity cannot be given by ease. It must be earned, quietly, daily, from within. That is how weakness dissolves. Not through motivation, not through anger, but through the return of inner resistance, chosen, not forced. And when resistance returns, power follows, silently, naturally.